Welcome back to the Euro 2020 series, where we have one last team selection to make ahead of an Italy vs England final on Sunday. As usual, we'll come on to the transfer plans in just a moment, but let's first look back at how the last round went. A score of 42 points saw a rise up from 14k to 9k. The late decision to bring in Federico Chiesa after Pablo Sarabia was ruled out through injury paid off, with the Juventus midfielder opening the scoring for Italy, before Alvaro Morata came off the bench to draw Spain level. It was Mikhail Damsgaard who broke the deadlock against England, with a well-struck free kick, becoming the first player this tournament to breach the Three Lions defence. But England's two most likely players combined to complete the comeback, as Raheem Sterling won the penalty that Harry Kane eventually turned in, on the rebound, after an initial save from Kasper Schmeichel. So we have a generous 5 free transfers to tidy the team up ahead of the final, with 10 players remaining in the current squad. Emerson deputised well for the injured Spinazzola against Spain, bursting forward from left back and going close with an effort that clipped the bar before half time. He matched Insigne and Berardi for touches in the penalty box, with only Chiesa taking more amongst teammates. In just 4 appearances, Mason Mount has created 3 big chances to rank top amongst remaining midfielders. Ever a threat from set pieces, only Xherdan Shaqiri has taken more than his 5 successful corners. An extra Italy midfielder to replace Domenico Berardi, should he continue on the bench, is an alternative option, which would mean playing 3-5-2 rather than a 4-4-2 formation. But with the current plan, the other 3 proposed transfers here are just to make up the numbers and warm the bench. Centre-back Leonardo Bonucci adds depth in the unlikely event that someone gets injured in the warm-up, while Andrea Bellotti is the most likely to earn minutes amongst third forwards. And just to reiterate, no transfers have been made yet, but these are currently the most likely moves. And here's how the team is set to line up. There's very little between the 2 goalkeepers, both have made 7 saves in the knockout rounds. But Gianluigi Donnarumma keeps his place to split the risk with the heavy investment in England defenders. Given how well both sides have defended throughout the tournament, there's a strong case to favour 4 at the back, with the inclusion of Emerson. John Stones and Harry Maguire have been consistently threatening from set pieces, taking a combined total of 11 shots throughout the tournament. Only Joachim Mæhle has had more efforts than Maguire individually, amongst defenders. Luke Shaw ranks joint top with Jordi Alba for big chances created, with 4, only trailing De Bruyne and Bale across all positions. Raheem Sterling and Lorenzo Insigne are the standout picks in midfield to join new signing Mason Mount, while Federico Chiesa has scored twice in his last 3 matches. The winger is expected to recover from the knock he picked up late on against Spain, but Domenico Berardi will be on standby. As mentioned earlier, there is the option to play an extra man in midfield, possibly at the expense of John Stones, but it's incredibly difficult to choose between the likes of Barella, Verratti and Jorginho. With 2 assists and 12 chances created in only 4 appearances, Marco Verratti may just have the edge there, but I'm not sure he's worth backing at the expense of a defender. With only 2 forwards in the game expected to be named in the starting lineups, it's a fairly easy selection up front. Though Ciro Immobile has dropped off since scoring twice in the opening 2 rounds, failing to add to his tally in his last 3 outings. Harry Kane on the other hand has netted 4 goals in that time, to go just 1 shy of leaders Cristiano Ronaldo and Patrick Schick. There won't be an opportunity to use manual subs here, so the bench is more of a formality at this stage, though there is a small chance of an auto sub coming in should we get an injury in the warm-up. It's a tough game to call, and an even harder captaincy decision. But with momentum on his side, the current plan is to stick with Harry Kane. His all-round play has improved since those opening games, and no player has had as many as his 7 big chances across the last 4 matches.